How to start outsourcing for your property business. Hi, my name is Bethan Truman. I am the co-founder of the virtual assistant company and I am also a UK property investor. And in this video, I will be talking you through how to hire and find a property virtual assistant. You may be new to outsourcing, you may already be aware of the benefits it can provide, but you're not sure where to start. So if that sounds like you, then this video is most definitely for you. A virtual assistant who specialises in property can be a very valuable asset to any property business. So I will be walking you through how to find one and hire one. So firstly, where do you find a quality property virtual assistant? And the word quality is important here. Someone who has genuine experience in the property industry, knowledge, and the skills required, of course, to carry out the tasks that you may be delegating to them. So how and where exactly do you find these remote property assistants? The remote assistants with the real hands-on property experience with a genuine knowledge of the industry. There are a few places you can begin your search, and I will take you through some examples of those. So online job boards. There are many online job boards you can use to begin your search. You can post job listings on these sites and do searches for property VAs with specific property experience. Referrals. You can simply ask people in your industry, in the property world, who may already be utilising property assistants in their business. So ask other sort of property managers, estate agents, landlords, developers. There are a bunch of property investment groups, property development groups, property groups on Facebook and LinkedIn. Get in there and ask who is already outsourcing. Can they recommend anybody that they already work with, or a company to who they use to source their assistants? Chances are someone will be able to comment on your post and make a recommendation or help you, point you in the right place to go. So definitely, make the most of the network that you already have and ask for referrals. Online search. You can simply do a Google search to search for a property virtual assistant. This is particularly helpful. It can take you straight to their website where you may find, their case studies and testimonials, examples of real clients that they've worked with, and they may have Google reviews as well. So that can be a good place to start, and you can begin to sort of get a feel for them and the kind of work that they've done, the type of clients that they may work with. So, just sometimes a good old Google search will do the trick. Virtual assistant agencies. So you can use virtual assistant companies such as the Virtual Assistant Company, who specialise in providing experienced virtual assistants for specific industries, such as property. Now, these companies, agencies typically have a team of dedicated virtual assistants who can handle a variety of tasks relevant to your industry. And they'll do all the sourcing for you. So you basically explain exactly what you need, what your requirements are, and they will match you with an assistant who has the skills and capabilities to meet your needs. This can be a great option because it takes out that, the time-consuming part of doing the research, doing the sourcing yourself. You can just be matched with somebody and get up and running really quite quickly. So using a virtual assistant company can be a great way to find a quality, experienced property virtual assistant. Networking events. So attending networking events for property managers, investors, estate agents, other property professionals. You may meet at networking events property virtual assistants who are actually, already there in person themselves, attending the networking event. So this is a great chance to meet some property, remote property assistants, exchange business cards, arrange a follow-up call with them and see if they could be the person for you. So once you've found a property assistant to work with, how do you start outsourcing to them? How do you start delegating to them so that you can really free up time, start working on your business rather than in your business, and really make the most of your investment? So once you've found a remote property assistant who is the best possible fit for you, you will want to get started as quickly as possible, in the best way possible, to really start to experience the benefits that outsourcing brings. So without further ado, here are some steps to get started with your property VA. Step 1, identify the tasks that you want to outsource. So make a list of the tasks that are taking up too much time, too much headspace, or that require specialised skill. This could include things like bookkeeping, property maintenance, marketing. And if you need help deciding exactly what you can outsource to a property VA, we have a handy little article on our website, 50 tasks that your virtual assistant can do to save you time. I'll leave a link to that article in the description below. Step 2, determine your budget. So decide, how much you are willing to spend on a virtual assistant, how much to invest in outsourcing. Consider the long-term benefits that outsourcing can bring, such as increased productivity and revenue growth when you're, sort of trying to determine your budget. But it's important to determine your budget before getting started and committing to outsourcing to somebody, just so you know the amount you'll be investing and how many sort of hours you will be dedicating to that assistant. Step 3 is to communicate your requirements. So clearly communicate your expectations and requirements to your property VA. Be specific about your deadlines, your quality standards, and any other important details that they would need to know in order to begin working with you. Also, set expectations in regards to response times, how you communicate, the delivery of work, and will you be having weekly catch-up calls? Do you just want to communicate as and when? Set up all those expectations at the beginning to really set up your working relationship for success. Step 4 is to monitor progress. So regularly check in with your new property assistant and make sure that they are meeting your expectations, they're delivering on time, on quality. Make sure to provide feedback to them, that's really important, and make adjustments as needed as you go. A good VA should already be providing you with regular task updates, time updates, and making suggestions for improvements for how to best use your time, how to get the most out of outsourcing. By making sure that you're getting this feedback from them, this will ensure that you develop a great working relationship with them, you have really good communication, and just make sure that you get the best out of your outsourcing investment for your business. Step 5 is to build a long-term relationship with your property VA. If you are satisfied with your assistant's work, consider building a long-term relationship with them. So as your business grows, so can the scope of work that you delegate to them. You can start introducing more complex tasks, more fundamental tasks. They can start to pick up other things in your business so that you can free up even more of your time. They will also develop over time a wider understanding of your business goals and sort of the bigger picture thinking, which will ultimately help you to do and achieve more. And over time, this can lead to greater efficiency, cost savings, and improved quality. Now, when looking for a virtual assistant, make sure that you are doing your due diligence. So check their experience, their qualifications, if needed, if necessary, the sort of clients that they've worked with before, check their case studies, their testimonials, and ask for references. It's important to find someone who is reliable, professional, and who will deliver on the things that they promise to deliver. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you are ready to get started with a virtual assistant but are not quite sure on how to onboard them, we have another video and an onboarding guide. We have a video and a downloadable onboarding guide with an onboarding checklist, which gives you everything that you would need to know on how to onboard your assistant and how to really get started with your VA. So I will leave a link to that in the description below.